This will sound very strange, but the explosion of the two Nord Stream pipelines in the Baltic Sea is a prophecy that is predicting that a dirty bomb will explode in Manhattan on May 4th, 2023. And there will be a massive evacuation of Manhattan Island. It is also likely that the official narrative in the mainstream media that will emerge regarding this event will somehow be a lie. The date that this video is posted proves that this prediction was made ahead of time, as does this timestamped email and forensic notes PDF. If you are skeptical, please email me and I will forward these to you. Although it has been known since early 2021 that a dirty bomb would explode in Manhattan in the near future, as you can see in this email, this prediction for a dirty bomb explosion in Manhattan on May 4th was known since at least April 17th. There are also many other videos on this channel that make this prediction that were posted many days before this video was posted. This video was produced prior to April 13th, 2023. If you want to understand and appreciate how the prediction that a dirty bomb will explode in Manhattan on May 4th, 2023 is known ahead of time, it is imperative that we learn about the numerous prophetic signs that occurred on April 13th, 2023. April 13th was the climactic penultimate date in the trail of signs that is leading to the predicted date for the dirty bomb explosion and mass evacuation from Manhattan Island on May 4th, 2023. And to understand April 13th, 2023, it is imperative that we learn about and understand the trails of prophetic signs that God used to point to April 13th. Through each of these trails of prophetic signs that God used to point to April 13th ahead of time, God told a unique, amazing, and important story that everyone needs to know. This video you are watching will explain one of these stories and their related prophetic signs that God was using to point to April 13th and ultimately May 4th and the predicted dirty bomb and evacuation in Manhattan. May 4th, or the date 5-4, as we now know, hints at the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment, the first black regiment in the Civil War, and the reason God has used this theme is because it conveys the theme of slavery and freedom, which is the overarching theme of the Bible and of this life, and the current end times spiritual battle, the battle to end all battles that we are all involved in right now. This is why, for example, on April 13th, the S&P 500 stock index gained 54 points, and the prophetic hockey game involving the team from Massachusetts had a final score of 5-4, which hinted at the 54th Massachusetts Regiment. This is also why, on April 13th, the 21-year-old document leaker was arrested in Massachusetts 21 days before the date 5-4, which hints at 54. Arguably, the most important video on this channel, at least in regards to the prediction for the dirty bomb in Manhattan on May 4th, the date 5-4, is the 54th Massachusetts Regiment video. Once the prediction comes to pass, you should know that all of the videos on this channel should be watched. However, there are a few top videos, such as the 54th Massachusetts Regiment video, the East Palestine video, the Obama Returns to the White House video, the 3 Mile Island accident video, and the Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory video. As you watch this video that you are currently watching, keep in mind that it was produced prior to April 13th, when it was believed that it would be the date of the predicted dirty bomb in Manhattan. However, like I said, April 13th turned out to be the penultimate date in the trail of signs that is leading to May 4th. It is predicted that a dirty bomb will explode in Manhattan exactly 200 days after 2 Nord Stream pipelines were destroyed with explosives. This 200 days connection hints at the 2 pipelines. It is possible that there will be 2 dirty bomb explosions in Manhattan on April 13th. From the date of the explosions of the 2 Nord Stream pipelines on September 26, 2022, if we include the date of September 26th, it is 200 days to the date it is predicted that a dirty bomb will explode in Manhattan. If we do not include the date September 26th, and we add 199 days, we get April 13th, the date it is predicted that a dirty bomb will explode in Manhattan. The number 199 hints at 19 and 9. The number 9 is the most important number in God's true big picture of signs, patterns, and connections, which is only being explained on this channel, as from the Bible, the number 9 symbolizes God's judgment. The number 19 is 10 plus 9, and from the Bible, the number 10 is symbolism for God's perfect order. Hence, 9 plus 10 is God's perfect judgment. The number 19 also hints at 9/11, and the events of 9/11 occurred in Manhattan. This prediction that is from God will prove that the Pulitzer-winning journalist Seymour Hersh is correct, in that his sources within the Defense Department were telling him the truth that the US, with assistance from Norway, destroyed the 2 Nord Stream pipelines. This should greatly concern anyone that values democracy. This is a clear demonstration that the Department of Defense is a rogue government within the government. Unelected officials overrode US law and conducted an act of war without the consent of Congress. If this doesn't concern you, it is because you have been brainwashed by the mainstream media that is controlled by the CIA and Defense Department. If this doesn't concern you, it is because your mind has been manipulated into a totalitarian mass psychosis regarding Russia and Putin. The purpose of this prediction that is from God is to prove the things that I have just said. Proving what I have just said is the reason why God has given me a voice through this prediction. When this prediction that is from God comes to pass, it will prove that the material for the dirty bomb that is predicted to explode in Manhattan will have come from Ukraine. This prediction will prove that the political cult of the left that supports this war in Ukraine and is willing to fight Russians to the last Ukrainian is part of a totalitarian mass psychosis. Repent and get informed through other sources other than the mainstream media, which is totalitarian state-sponsored media that is waging a war on the minds of Americans and American democracy. The same is true for Canada, the UK, and Australia.